EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. About ready to get us going. And off we go from Lambeau. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position past the 40-yard line. Running the toss here to Dillon. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. They'll run a toss here with Dillon. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen now on first down. Forced out to his left. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Rodgers going to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Now that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. On 2nd down, Dillon. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 83 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That is just a disaster by all accounts. It'll get marked where it went out of bounds, and this offense is going to start in plus territory. Running right, here's Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dillon, they try the left side with him. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35, the 30, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So that'll back him up 5. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
And a second chance for a high school basketball team suspended over this bench-clearing brawl. What's next after a judge's ruling putting Milwaukee St. Thomas more back in play? Plus 12 News is with the Dancing Grannies for their final practice before their comeback this weekend at 9.
On behalf of management and staff at Northwest Community Chapel, we ask that you will remember these families in your prayers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running left is Dillon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 17, Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon from 17 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 52 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Jackson here is going to look to throw. being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Dillon. Dillon a first down and more. Touchdown, Packers! A.J. Dillon, 41 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So